It's a beautiful day.
So you're in a hurry. Well, you better calm down. We're all friends around you. Just join the fun. 'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. You should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins. Because it's a beautiful day. Isn't all? So come on, let's play. Forget the rush, you're in and find a good spot. Sit down and join us as we sing a good song. Kick back, relax, and just follow along. Oh, we got plenty of time. Taking it easy won't cost you a dime. Throw another log onto the fire. Because it's a beautiful day. And come on, let's play.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, Miss Becky. How are you today, darling? Oh my goodness, it's Sunday, the first day of the week. Where is everybody? Y'all having problems waking up this morning? I'm the one that's tired. Come on, get in here. Let's play the song again.
So you're in a hurry. Well, you better calm down.
Let me share it out.
We're all friends around you. Just join the fun. 'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. You should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins. 'Cause
Today.
it's a beautiful day.
Andrea. Hello. No, Becky, let's take that teapot. And everybody is here.
So come on, let's
Sorry, all
play.
the songs plays. What a great way to start your week. All the people that you love,
Forget the rush, you're in
people
and find a
that you
good spot.
see every
Sit down
morning
and join us as we
here
sing a
on
good song.
Cuppa. Hi, Grace, I'm
Relax and just follow along.
darling. I so appreciate your prayers.
We got plenty of time. Taking it easy won't cost you a dime. Throw another log onto the fire. Because it's a beautiful day.
Oh, Sophia, I love those remarks. I love these
Come on, let's play.
Oh, I'm going out. Onion card. Good morning, good morning. Let's go into our heart and do the heart brain first. And hopefully our peas will wake up. I don't know where everybody is this morning. It's Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to any of the fathers out there. Okay, so touching your heart center. going to slow down the breathing. Slow it down to a count of 5 in, and then back out again. And now add in something that makes you feel so good. Sometimes I bring up a memory of my beautiful, beautiful fur babies and remembering them, remembering the love and the joy that they brought into my life. Many times I just remember all of you. I just know the love that's felt here in this beautiful family. So let's just take that pause for our morning. Feeling love, feeling compassion, feeling care. And let's hold on to those feelings for another minute. And then let's all share this morning what your I am story is. Let's start the day off with that, with how you're presenting your story to you, to others, and to the entire universe. So focus on the breath. I am enough. I am worthy. I am healthy. I am happy. I am ready to greet this day and whatever it brings forth. I am a spark of the divine. I am peace. I hold peace in my heart for every being on earth. Good morning, Kathy Hand. Good morning, Suzanne. Good morning, Rick. Okay, let me see your I ams. Whoever has some, go ahead and share them out there. And I pulled the Kuan Yin card, Sweeping Sister Willow. Interesting that I should pull this card because I never understood the importance of the willow tree and the willow branches until this past week. Sweeping Sister Willow. Here is a healing that brings with it forgiveness and the release of old pain. From your heart, as Sweeping Sister Willow gracefully sweeps any sadness, and from your heart and soul, your time for greater inner freedom is dawning, and the cleansing of sadness and healing of forgiveness create the pathway to that greater freedom now. You deserve this freedom, and you are swiftly becoming ready to claim it. You know, yesterday was Juneteenth, the freedom from slavery. So isn't it really beautiful that we pull a card that has to do with forgiveness And forgiveness is the energy that is going to release that pain. It's going to release the sadness. It's going to release whatever you're holding on to there in your heart. I found out this past week that the willow branches are what's used to make the sweat lodges. And in that sweat lodge, that's what happens. You go into forgiveness, go into love, you let go, you release anything that's not serving you. So that was the perfect card that I could have pulled this morning. And so grateful that Kuan Yin is always here with us, helping and sharing and loving on us always, always. Good morning, Rosalind. Rosalind says, good morning. I am slowing down to recognize the difference between obligation versus freedom of choice. Beautiful. I'm glad that you are taking that time, because that's what happens when you slow down. You're taking your time. So I am so happy that you are in that state of awareness with that. Andrea says, I am grateful and blessed. Sophia says, I am loved. And Kathy says, I am grateful, I am compassionate and love. I am loved and I am peace. Becky says, I am so grateful for the universe for helping me get a new water tank. Seriously, a miracle. I love hearing about the miracles. I love hearing about prayers answered. So Becky, thank you for sharing. And Becky says, I am grateful for all here as well. I am too. Good morning and cheers to everyone. I hope you're starting your day by filling up your cup full of joy. That's what mine is full of. It's full of joy. It's called water. But water is what we need. It's what replenishes us. And we're focusing on water this entire week and the blessing that water is to us in our life. Just imagine if we had a world without water. So yes, let's give much gratitude to water, to the blessing of it, what it does for us, and for us blessing water in our vessels that we drink out of, speaking love into that water, saying, I love you. Thank you for healing energy. Thank you for cleansing. Thank you for refreshing us. Just envision standing under a waterfall or even your shower, and that refreshing feeling that comes with the water just pouring over you. Isn't that a beautiful feeling? So yes, good morning, and fill your cup up and then bless it. Speak to it. Speak words of love, words of compassion, words of joy into whatever you're drinking, whatever liquid is in there. Right now, I'm choosing water. I could have made coffee this morning, but I just wanted the water. I wanted the refreshment. And Grace Isis says, I am grateful, present with guidance and wisdom, and I am peace. Yes. Marietta, I am open to receive. I am willing to extend love. I am all that is, and hallelujah. Yes, ma'am. I'm so happy you're here, Marietta. Thank you for being with us this morning. Good morning, Tammy Fisk. Thank you for being here, dear sister. All right, so it's the first day of the week. How are we going to start our week? Are you going to envision what you want to create this week? We're all creators. We all create, and what one of us creates affects the whole because we're all connected. It's all connected. Everything that we do, it's like this spider web. Everything has a point on that web. So whatever you're doing on your part of it is affecting the whole because it moves that web. It creates a wave of energy. And if you're on your piece of the web and you're shaken, you're fearful, and everything is chaotic and topsy-turvy, then that's going to shake the whole entire web. Have you ever seen a spider web? They're magnificent. I just admire the spiders so much. And I have seen some really beautiful, creative webs with all kinds of designs inside. But I have noticed, like when a bug flies into that web, it doesn't just affect that place where it flies in there, it shakes the whole web. It sends out a vibration that goes all the way to the spider, and the spider goes, "Oh, I have a visitor." So we're the same. We're all part of this huge web of energy. So whatever is happening on our part of the web, it's affecting the whole. It's affecting everyone that's connected to us, and we're all connected together. So if you are shaking, just realize that you're sending out that energy. If you're vibrating peace and love and joy, that's what's traveling to the other pieces of the web. That's what's telling other people that, hey, there's a party going on over there. Somebody's joyful. Somebody's jumping up and down with joy. And let me feel into that energy. Let me have some of that. Share that joy. That's what spider webs are all about. That's what the web of life is all about. It's sharing whatever vibration is coming into it. Nikki Sumner, good morning. Nikki says, feeling out of balance today, trying to move this energy out. A few concerning health issues too, and we'll keep clearing. Well, Nikki, I want you to just close your eyes and see the web I was just talking about. Just see that beautiful web of energy, how it's all connected, and everybody here has a part on your web. Everybody is a piece of that web. And let's all right now send out compassion, send out care, send out joy to Nikki. Let's lift her. When one of us is down, when one of us hurts, when one of us has an issue going on, all of us need to surround that person, need to hold that person in our hearts as we send out the love. We don't take on the low vibration of what's happening with the one person. We just all increase our vibration so that that person can feel it wherever they're at on the web. They can feel that beautiful energy that just says, I love you, and that says it so loudly and so clearly that it can't be denied. So let's do that. Let's all send out an energy of love right now, all together now. I love you, Nikki. I love you. Thank you for being who you are. And thank you for being part of this Angelic River family. Feel the love vibration on your web of life. Feel that all of us are shaking that web in a good way, not in a fearful way, but in a happy way, and lifting you so that you're coming right along with us. Ride the wave. Ride that wave of love as it comes to you, and just feel it. One of the people that I connected with when I was in South Dakota last week out in the wilderness on the reservation was pregnant. She was 9 months pregnant, and she's probably going to deliver while she is there at Sundance. And there was one day we were sitting around talking and working, because you always work while you talk. And I looked over at her, and she was just rubbing her belly, and I asked if she was okay. And she said it felt like waves of energy that the baby was creating, like it was swimming and creating a wave, like an ocean wave. And it felt so strongly. So we feel that when anybody that's in our web creates movement, creates an energy of either happiness or play or sadness or anxiety. We feel it all. And you might feel it as a wave that's coming through. We want you, Nikki, to experience the wave of love. We want you to know that we're holding you up and helping you to get into a higher vibration as we move the web in a very gentle and loving way this morning. And you're getting so much love. All right, so Marietta says, yesterday, Ed and I added more lights in our engine room. How symbolic. Let there be more light everywhere. Everywhere. The engine is what creates the movement, right, Marietta? It makes the boat move. So, yes, adding more light into whatever is creating that movement, it is going to shine more powerfully. It's going to go out to the world and speak a message to the entire world, to the entire universe, that here's some light for you. Here, let me share my light. So thank you, Marietta, for sharing that. And Nikki, you're just getting so much love from the family, from the entire Peapod. We're sending you an uplifting energy today. Good afternoon, Hope. Oh my gosh, how I have missed you, my sweet sister. I hope you're doing well. And Hope says, hi, Peas. Lovely to see you looking so well. Welcome home, Mama P. That be me. Thank you, Hope, for that. Thank you for your wishes. And thank you all for just loving on each other while I was gone and keeping the flow of energy going. That's important. Every morning, it's important for us to feel that love, to feel into that energy that says, this is a special time. This is a blessed time by Spirit for us all to come together, to create, to receive, and to give. And Rosalind says she's holding space for Nikki, space for more balanced energy. Yes, yes. And Nikki says, oh, thank you so, so much. I love you all. Peace, love, and joy and balance to all. Balance is what it's all about. Because, we can go into that energy of anxiety or sadness or whatever it might be. And that's okay because we need it all. We need every experience and all the emotions that go along with it. But if we just focus on that, then we feel out of kilter, we feel out of balance, and we're not centered. So to be centered, we have to have it all. We have to have a rounded emotional experience, not just one way or the other, not being happy all the time, because we need the contrast. We need to see the other side of happy so that we fully get it when we do feel happy. So when something happens and it's one of those fires of life, it's one of those things that we chose to learn from, it doesn't feel so good. But then when we get past that initial feeling of whatever it is an experience, then we can go back to the other emotions, the love, the joy, happiness, and it all creates balance. It all helps us. It's like a seesaw. Remember those? Remember the seesaw? And if you don't have the weight on both sides balanced, then what happens? Somebody's not going to get the full experience. You're not going to go up in the air, or you're not going to come back down to the ground. Seesaws are a great, great way of looking at life, seeing that you move. Life is all about movement. That's what we do. Everything in us is moving. All those cells, the blood, as you breathe in, the oxygen goes into your blood, and that blood is carrying that oxygen throughout your entire body. It's all about movement. It's all about the balance, the in and the out. You don't just breathe in, you also breathe back out to release any of those toxins that had built up in your body. So it's all about the give and take. It's all about seeing how the movement of life is ongoing. And if something is not moving, then it's stagnant. And you know what happens when things are stagnant, right? You can watch water. If it's not moving, if it's just sitting there, you can just actually see it not looking good, not feeling good. So it's that way with our body and with our emotions. If it's stagnant, if it's not in the state of flux and doing the things that it needs to do, it doesn't feel so good. So keep that balance going. Keep it going up and down like the seesaw, around and around like the Ferris wheel. It's all about movement, and it's all about going in circles, completing that circle. Sally, good morning to you. I hope you're doing well. And yes, yes, Rick Morrow. It is Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And on this Father's Day, let's choose to feel into the divine masculine energy. Let's lift up any male energy here on the planet, helping it to realize its importance. Again, with the balance, the male, the feminine, the masculine, just helping it all work together, get into the flow. But today we honor the masculine energy. We honor all fathers out there. And it doesn't matter what you're a father of. You can be the father of another human being, or you can be the father of beautiful fur babies and your animals, your pets, maybe adoption if you've got an adopted child. So happy Father's Day. In whatever aspect you may be a father, maybe you're not a biological father, but you're an uncle, or you have somebody that you help with their children to be that father figure. So enjoy your day. Enjoy the energy that's coming through of love for our masculine part of the world. And even the masculine that's in us. We all have masculine and feminine energy. So honor that part of you that carries the masculine energy if you're a female. And just open up to the beauty of the masculine energy. I want to thank everybody for sending me healing yesterday. I was not paying attention, and somehow I stubbed my toe coming down a hallway, and it broke my little toe, which is very, very painful. And I have never in my life had a broken bone. This was a first for me. So it was interesting to experience that pain. And as it was swollen and it started changing blue and black and red, I just was like, oh, this is what it feels like to have a broken bone. And it was extremely painful. I tried to keep it elevated as much as possible yesterday and keep some ice going on it to relieve the pain and lessen any inflammation that might happen. And with your all's help, because everybody was checking on me and sending me love, and just like what Kathy's doing right now, how's the little toe? I made it through. And I was going to take some CBD oil last night because that alleviates pain. And it also makes me sleep. That's how my body responds to it. But somehow I ended up being wide awake until around 3 o'clock this morning. Yes, about 5 hours ago, I laid down. So I didn't take the CBD oil because I didn't want to oversleep. I think I might take some today and just allow that healing to happen naturally and quickly. And I know that it's going to happen quickly. So thank you for your concern. Thank you for your love. Thank you for lifting me up. And I don't know if I mentioned yesterday on the show that the Angel Mobile has a broken windshield. I was behind a big truck, and many of the roads I had to travel on over the weekend or Friday when I was traveling, many of them had gravel. So as I was behind this one truck, it was moving pretty quickly and it was spitting up the gravel from the road. And one of them got me. It got the windshield at the very top. And I didn't even notice it until a little later when I think I was clearing the windshield because there were so many bugs. And I'm going, why isn't that coming off? Why isn't that clearing? And it was a crack. It was a small crack at that point. Well, now it's like a horseshoe, a big horse, more like a hula hoop. The crack has expanded out. So, um, yeah, so I'll be having that fixed. I've already called my insurance company and they'll send somebody out to replace the windshield. So the Angel Mobile is getting a new set of glasses so that I can see out clearly. And I think that's a metaphor. And it was so interesting that I had the broken windshield and a broken toe at the same time. So it's like, okay, seeing and movement with moving forward with walking. So there's a message in there. If anybody can decipher that or hear from spirit what that's all about, please let me know because I haven't gotten the memo yet of what it all means. But I think it's also interesting that there were three of us here in the Angelic River family having a broken windshield at the same time. And I'm like, okay, now there's definitely something going on. So I'm not sure what that was all about, but that's the way of life right now. That's what's happening is dealing with the little things and not letting those little things become big things. Just taking it as it is and knowing that everything is working perfectly, as Marietta teaches us. So whatever the message is, whatever the that we're supposed to look at more closely and see, and then move forward without breaking things, especially toes, then that's what will be brought forth. That's what will be seen. And there is our Jean Lorio. Miss Lorio, thank you, thank you, thank you for your love and for being here. And I'm hoping to see your beautiful sister-in-law before I leave out of Colorado at the end of the month. So I'll be reaching out to her. Oh, thank you, Nikki. Thank you for the hugs to me. And yes, Kathy, I do believe I might need that day of rest. So I believe I will be taking that before this week gets crazy. You know, we have World Unity Week going on. And yesterday we had a beautiful opening ceremony. We had so many amazing speakers and singers, and just starting that celebration of the entire week and the celebration of Juneteenth, celebrating freedom. So I love that we celebrate Freedom Day before we even get into July, and we celebrate the anniversary of our country and the freedom. All right. So Jean says, Happy Father's Day, everyone. Love and healing to the little toe. Yeah, the little toe is not a happy toe. It's kind of it's behaving right now. I'm not feeling a lot of energy from it, but I know if I have to stand up and move around, that's when I feel it. So please keep my little toe in your prayers, and keep my brother James, please, in your prayers, and his entire family, and just praying for him to get out of that hospital, to get out of ICU. And Hope says, sorry to hear about your little toe, sending you healing love. Thank you, Hope. And I know it's healing a lot faster than normal because of all the love that you all are sending. So any prayer requests that you have, go ahead and put them into the comments, which places them right in our circle. We have a circle of love, and the prayers go up from there. So I heard from one of our P family, Joanne, who said she wouldn't be able to listen to the morning cuppa today because she's busy at work already. But she did ask that we hold her and her entire family in our hearts. Her husband just lost his father, and they attended the funeral recently. So this Father's Day is going to be very, very hard on him. So let's lift up Joanne's husband, John, as well as her daughter, who's going through some issues, and just lift up also her work situation, the office where she's at, and a little bit of drama going on there in the building itself. So lifting her up for all of that, and placing all of it in the prayer circle, and anything else that you all want to put in. Anybody else? Let's put in our P's that are not here. We're missing some P's. I know Charlie and Erica are on the road today. They're headed to Pennsylvania, I do believe, and to go visit with Padre Pio. So let's lift them up for safe travels, and for that to be just an amazing, beautiful experience, to go be in that energy. Anybody else? Kathy, we're having a unity day of sorts here in the Hand House today. Marlena is coming home for a week's visit, and I will be so happy to have my family all together. I'm so happy for you, Kathy. Give her a big, big, big hug, one that you can hold on to for the space between now and when you see her again the next time. Just let that hug remain in your memory to keep you warm, and to keep you with that huge connection between you and her. And thank you, Nikki, for your prayers for Joanne, and Rick, prayers for John and the family. Thank you. And Rick, let's put you in the prayer circle. I don't know why, but I'm just hearing to do that. So we're going to place you in the prayer circle today. Oh, anything else? Anybody else? Please pray for our week that's ahead of us, as World Unity Week is really putting out a message of unity, putting out a message that every person matters, every person, no matter who you are, where you are. And yes, that one person can make a difference. One person can change the world. You may be that person that makes a huge impact, or you may be that person that's a supporter for someone else who's making an impact. But every person has a wave of energy. Remember the spider web. Every person puts out an energy and you move the web. So just be aware of that. And how are you moving that web? Are you moving it in a way that's beautiful and in a rhythm? Or is it shaky and chaotic? Pay attention to how you're moving the web today. And let's see what we got. Grace Isis says prayers that Helena with her home building project and journey happening. So we're lifting up your sister Helena and putting her in our prayer circle. Absolutely. And Nikki says, may I have prayers for healing my health issues, please, and a peaceful resolution to my house issues. Prayers for my daughter Ellen too, and so much love. Thank you, Nikki. Absolutely. And lifting you up for a higher vibration. And just remember that as you move up the emotional scale, you don't go from extreme sadness or anger or whatever the low vibration energy is. You don't move straight from that to exhilaration and joy and happiness. You move up. So just allow, as you go through your day, pay attention and allow the movement up that scale, the movement maybe from sadness to neutral. And being in neutral is a beautiful thing. It's called 0 point. It's where you're not at the energy of the sadness or the anxiety or the anger, but you're also not at the top of the scale. You're at that 0 point where you can really start then to go where you want to go and allow the energy to flow from there. You're so welcome, Rick. Happy Father's Day. All right, let's go into our hearts. Let's go into our prayer time. If there's somebody that you want to lift up, you can type it in the comments or you can just hold it in your heart. I'd like to ask for prayers for the sun dancers that I just recently met over the last week, the ones that are out there today, just moving energy in a way that is sending prayers forward into the universe. There's so many prayers that are hanging on a prayer flag on a tree, and that's what they're lifting up. They're lifting up what's in their heart, their families, their friends. So let's do the same. Let's lift them up for their strength, for them to really feel the purpose of being there. And we're all like that. We all have purpose. And as we move about in our life, being aware of our purpose is so monumental. And I heard a line as I was there this past week that really struck me. And I have the beginnings of a poem that goes with that line. And the line is that every footprint, let every footstep that you take be a prayer. Let every footstep that you take be a prayer. So as you walk on Mother Gaia's back, as you put your foot down to take that step, let there be a prayer that goes into Gaia and that goes forward then to the great central sun, to the great I am, the creator. So I love that message, to let every footstep be a prayer and live your life that way. Live your life constantly sending out prayers for the world, prayers for others, prayers for yourself. And let's do that all day today. With each step that you take, just let that be a prayer to the universe. Hope says prayers for the entire Angelic River family. May we all continue to be blessed with abundant health and wealth. Special prayers for a very close family friend, Jason Juggler Carter, may be able to find the correct treatment. And so it is. And so it is. We will lift that person up with love and pray for the very best outcome. Kathy says, I wish I did not always feel sad on Sundays, knowing that I have to go back to work on Monday. Why does this happen to me? Sometimes I feel I'm being given a message that I should not be doing this work anymore, that I should be doing something else. When we are looking at anything that's coming to us, we're not staying present. We're not in the now moment. So, Kathy, as you allow the energy of the now to be what you focus on, then whatever happens in any future now moment will carry the energy that you go into when you let that moment be prayerful, when you let that moment be joyful, and you feel your energy lifted up with each moment that you have. Enjoy each moment and not focusing on any worry or anxiety about what ifs, about what might happen, what might transpire in another 24 hours. You're not enjoying the now moment that you have right in front of you. So that's how you can get out of the projection and the low vibration, is by staying present right here. Enjoy this time together with family. Enjoy the time together with your daughter. Enjoying each moment brings you forward into moments that may not be joyful, and it might be a huge message to look at what you do and see if it's still in alignment with your path. Is it still where you're supposed to be to really be your full powerhouse that you are? So just enjoy each moment and let it be. And Marietta says, let us all rise up, up, up to a higher plane. I wish to soar. Me too, Marietta. Let's do some soaring. Let's move our wings of energy and allow everything in our life to move upward, outward, and to send forth light and love. So take a deep breath in. Pull that beautiful oxygen right into your lungs. Your lungs start to expand, and that's what moves the energy. Just let it move the energy around. Let that oxygen go right to where it needs to go in your body. If there's a part that's just sitting still, there's a part that's stagnant, just let it move. Let the energy go to where it needs to go. And for some of you, it's going straight to the heart. That's beautiful. Just allow that energy to come into wherever you need it, whether it's a heart touch, or maybe it's in your crown. Maybe there's an energy that needs to be open more, that needs to be able to see the big picture. That's what the crown allows you to do. It opens up so that spirit can work with you more, can come right into your being through that crown chakra. Let's breathe in again. And now I'm experiencing an energy going into the root for somebody. The root is where we know we're safe. It's where all fear has to go in order to move forward. So become aware. Just feel into the awareness. Where is your breath going? Where is it taking you? Is it taking you to a place that's happy? And so you can increase the energy of the happiness, of the love, maybe of serenity. Just allow the breath to take you where you need to be in this moment. Stay very present. There's a tendency to wander. There's a tendency to let your thoughts go off to a different place. Stay present right here with the family. Your presence is needed. And as you touch that web, as you see your part of the created web that Creator has sent to us, what is your energy doing there? Is it being very still and allowing that stillness to speak? Is it jumping up and down? Is it moving all around, creating a surge of energy that is upsetting the whole web? Let's focus on the energy that's being put forth. Is it love? Remember our mantra. Only love and light is welcome here, is welcome in our hearts, is welcome in our web of love that we have weaved so beautifully here with this family. Take in your breath, and the breath will illuminate wherever it is that you have a place inside of you that's shaking, a place inside of you that doesn't know safety. Maybe your inner child is really speaking to you, wanting to feel safe and secure, wanting to know that the world is okay. So do some reassurance. As you breathe in, just pull up that energy of the child that's in you. We all have a little child. We all have that part of us that's holding an energy that needs to be healed, or an energy that needs to help us move forward. So as you breathe in, breathe life into that little child and listen, fully listen to what your inner child has to say. It may be words of joy, may not be any words at all. It may be just that inner child hugging you and loving on you and saying, you got this. You got this. Whatever it is, whatever struggle, whatever fire, you've got it. You can handle anything that life throws your way. You are magnificent. You are a spark of the divine. You're a child of the universe. So let that freedom ring out loud and clear with you. Freedom from burdens, freedom from fear, freedom from anxiety, freedom from chaos. And then go into gratitude. Thank you. Thank you, body, for showing me where I needed to be to do a release. Thank you to my fellow peas for always holding space, for sharing and showing up with love, an abundance of love, because we lift those who are struggling. And now let's go into our heart center again. And let's send that love to every person here, everyone that gathered today. Just envision that we're holding each other. Take a deep breath in. At the count of 3, we're going to share out some love. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. I love you. I love you all so much from the bottom of my heart. And I hope that you enjoy this day, whatever it brings. Whether you're celebrating Father's Day or you're celebrating freedom, or you're just celebrating just to celebrate. We don't need a reason to dance. We don't need a reason to smile and be happy. So make your reason shining your light. Make that your purpose for smiling, your purpose for joy. I love you all. I'm going to play our song to take us out of here. Oh, Kathy, I'm so glad that you were here to hear the message. I'm so glad that you can go into that energy of staying present in the moment. Gail Zimmerman, hello, my sister. I love you so much. All right, I'm going to play our song. I'm going to take us out of here. And let's all just go and be today. Let's just be in our presence and enjoy it. Thank you. I love you. I love seeing those words in the morning. Gratitude and love.
So you're in a hurry? Well, you better calm down.
All coming from a higher
We're
source.
all friends around you. Just join the fun. 'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. You should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins. Because it's a beautiful day.
Simple message from
Isn't it all? So come on, let's play.
It's so beautiful. Just shine. So let your energy shine today.
Forget the rush you're in and find a good spot. Sit down and join us as we sing a good song. Keep back, relax, and
Whatever
just
they're doing
follow
today,
along.
jump into it and see there could be a beautiful message there for you.
Again, it
Maybe
easy won't
it's
cost you a dime. Throw another log onto the fire.
Enjoy each other.
Because
It's
it's a beautiful day.
Emphasis Sunday. Bring in whatever it is that you want to share it with us so we can hold you up to that. So we're out of here. Thank you, thank you. I love you so very much. Namaste, y'all.